Hello again, everybody. We're here with another walk around video for you guys today. This one's a BMW. So this bike was a barn find, basically, and it was from the first owner, and he had it, I had it sitting for a while. He got a different bike that he enjoyed more. So super nice guy, and I got a pretty good deal on the bike, but it needed some work to be brought back to be put back in service, I guess is the right term for it. So we'll go over it from front to back here. We'll listen to the exhaust. It's got the stock exhaust you can see right there. And let's start up in the front here. So this is a BMW R1150R. As you can see the badging right there. It's got a little bit of a more rare paint job to it for this year. This is a 2004 BMW 1150R, and it has the dual front disc brakes. So I did new pads on this, and I believe these are SBS pads, I believe is the brand. Yes, and they make good racing pads. These are Dunlop Mutant tires, which were a new tire for Dunlop, I believe, a year or two ago. And man, are these tires ever grippy and excellent. Holy cow, they're like 90-10, so like 90 on-road and 10 off-road. Right, there's some gravel around the area here in Wisconsin, so I thought this would be good. And man, they are great on pavement as well. And I'm going to be putting these on all my future bikes because I am thoroughly impressed with these tires. So we got dual front disc up here, and then coming up to the front of the bike here, we've got the telelever system that BMW does right here. It's got a front shock. Very interesting. So when you apply the brakes, there is no fork dive on these bikes. Very weird, right? So here's the forks right here, but it's not a standard fork system. It uses a front shock for your suspension, which negates fork dive. Very weird, right? Very cool though. Man, is this ever a smooth riding bike. And it's got it's oil cooled. Check out where the oil coolers are. They're in here in the front scoops on the other side too. How weird is that? That's different, right? Pretty cool. And that's obviously a boxer twin. So this is the two-spark dual spark system. So you've got a let's see here. Here's the Bosch fuel injection system coming in through here. Throttle body injection, like most bikes are, or all bikes actually are. You got two sparks in here, and gets you a little bit of gas mileage. Supposedly, makes it run a little better. I did solve the surging issues that BMW had, though, as far as I've heard. And let's see what's coming around here to this side. We talked about the Bosch fuel injection system. You can see the branding right there on that side. And then you've got your, let me come back around this side here. I mean, you can see it, I guess you can see it better here. It's got its own center stand, which is massively useful during servicing if you don't want to put spindles on your bike or use a rear lift. Love that. That is awesome. Let's see here, stock exhaust while we're right here. We'll hear that in just a second. Come back around to this side and we'll show you the transmission and shaft drive. So, interesting thing about BMWs. The motor oil is separate from the transmission fluid, which is gear oil, which is separate from the shaft drive oil, right? So you've got three different fluids to change in this bike, which I did. So reportedly you can use regular motor oil, because since it's separate, it's not a wet clutch, it has its own gear oil. So supposedly you can use like standard oil, in the motors of these. But I used Bel-Ray actual like motorcycle oil. That should be used just for safety purposes, but supposedly you can. So then here's where you change your transmission fluid. That takes gear oil in there. And then back here, there's where you change your shaft drive oil. And new pads in the back here as well. Give you a shot of that new tire in the back. It's got a 170/60/17, if you can read that there. Oh, I'm sorry, 170. Yeah, 170/60. And once again, Dunlop tires. Dunlop Mutants are absolutely excellent. I would recommend them to anybody who lives in rural areas at all. And there's your rear shock right there. You can see that in there. Got a nice little guard there so you don't get a bunch of crap on your shock, which every bike should have in my opinion, but this bike does. Got the little badging there, and this bike is in super good shape. He took good care of this bike. I've had this for a little while now, and I rode it with the original tires a little bit and did some work to it, and I think it came out looking really nice. And yeah, it was a bit of work, but you know, this is probably one of the smoothest riding bikes with the suspension that I've ever ridden in my life. I had a few bikes at this point. Let's see if I can show you a couple of the here, let's listen to it first, and then I'll take the seat off and show you like the storage compartment and that kind of stuff. So let's get her up and running. These BMWs, little curiosity here with the BMWs, it has a little timing advancement for when it's cold. I've got the bike warmed up already, so we're not revving a cold bike, but when it's cold, you turn this on and it helps you pull it up, helps you start, advances the engine a little bit, the speed of the engine, the RPMs, so it's easier to start. So we are in neutral here. Starts right up, has a newer battery as well. And this bike with stock exhaust is a quiet bike. You probably hear the road over the sound of the exhaust here, but here's it at low idle. I'll give it a little rev. So it's got a cool sound to it, and see if you can see this when you rev it, the whole motor, the whole bike moves. See that? I don't know if you can see that because of the torque of this twin. Here, I'll shut it off for a minute. The torque of the Boxer twin, the whole bike moves to the right when you rev it a little bit. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's got pretty cool characteristic. We got the single-sided swing arm. Since this is shaft drive, you just got the shaft coming over on the right side of the bike over there. And let me show you the storage here, because this video is getting a little longer than I thought it was going to be. So I will go over, you unlock the storage area back here, right here. And it also has a helmet lock, which I think every bike should have too, but that's just my opinion. So you go this way. Here, let me show you how cool that is. You know how some bikes are really hard to get seats off of? Right, and it's like a pain, like some of the Yamahas and stuff I've had. So look at this, you turn the key right here, bump, comes up just like a trunk in a car. Pretty cool, right? This comes out, and then in here you can put all kinds of stuff. There's like a tire patch kit and things that he gave me with it. There's also a whole tool roll that came with this bike, a whole tool roll. So it's got like spark plug pullers right here. You can pull your spark plugs. It's got a bunch of different like star drives for taking off, like right here, these bolts here and these things like right here to different star drives, so you can move the tank up. When you take this seat off here, there's a couple bolts right here. You just take these out and the tank comes up, and you can service your air filter and your battery and such like that. To really get the battery out, you should probably pull the tank, but you could probably do it with just the tank moved up a little bit. But yeah, so I don't have a tool roll here on me, but this also comes with hard bags. And yeah, so pretty nice bike. I think it's probably going to be going up for sale. I was going to keep this thing forever, but I ended up getting a newer BMW, and I just like the newer one a little bit more, just for my style of riding. But man, this bike is clean, and I am tempted to keep it. I mean, maybe my dad will buy it. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to put this up for sale or not, but yeah, it's a super nice bike. So, and then to put this back on here, there's this little piece, fits right in, little rubber piece, fit it in there, and you press it right down like a trunk, and it's back in. Nice. So thanks for watching, you guys. Again, if you like this content, make sure you like and subscribe, because I've been producing more and more stuff for YouTube, and I think we're going to start doing every Monday is the plan. So there will be a new video every Monday. Motorcycle Monday, we'll call it, right? call it Motorcycle Monday. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, so stay tuned and make sure you subscribe and like and follow. Hit the bell. Ring that bell if you want to be notified. So thank you for watching again, and I appreciate you guys. I hope everybody's doing well. Let me know what other if you own a BMW, or if you've had a bike, the R1150R. Let me know what you thought of it, and give me some maybe there's some hidden stuff I don't know about it, some tips or something, you know. And I'm going to be doing a ride review of this bike as well. Probably like a It's not a first ride, it'll be a short-term review since I've ridden it quite a few times. And I'll give you my thoughts about how it rides and the acceleration and such. And yeah, that should be coming out soon. Probably right after this video, I would imagine. So thank you for watching. And look for the next video. You guys have a wonderful day.